Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications and like videos. New Tesla Model 3 first look. The cheapest Tesla gets its biggest update yet. Tesla appears to have skipped beyond small changes and gone for broke. The anticipated refresh for Tesla's bread and butter Model 3 EV sedan has finally arrived, apparently released on the automaker's Chinese website just before its expected appearance in US market form soon. As myriad spy photos and other sneak peeks on Reddit indicated, the entry-level 2024 Tesla Model 3 sedan adopts new, thinner lighting front and rear, resculpted doors and fenders, and apparently far more upgrades beneath the skin. Here's a quick peek at the refreshed Tesla Model 3, along with the limited information leaking out of China, where Tesla has a gigafactory, in Shanghai, that pumps out Model 3s, as well as Europe. A better inside game. Before we start, we should point out a major assumption, that the Chinese market Model 3 will be essentially the same as the version soon to debut for America. Give or take some minor differences to account for the wildly different markets, of course, but like before, we expect Model 3 sold globally to closely resemble one another. Now, with that, let's dive into the new interior, which seems to adopt a number of aesthetic and material upgrades, namely new door panel upholstery and wraparound LED ambient lighting, that lessen the current 3's austere cabin vibe somewhat. Look closer, and you'll notice there is no longer a turn signal stalk lurking to the left of the steering wheel. Instead, there are left and right indicator buttons on the left-hand steering wheel spoke, like you might find in certain exotic Italian cars. We also don't see the shift lever stalk on the right side of the steering column, which is found in today's 3, suggesting Tesla is moving to on-screen or touch-sensitive transmission controls. Tesla says there is a new 8.0-inch display facing rear seat passengers, as well. Beyond those changes, the interior looks largely the same, right down to the large central touchscreen floating mid-dashboard. The look sharpens. Today's Model 3 is both painfully familiar. It is, after all, one of the most popular and best-selling EVs around, and somewhat doughy in appearance. Partly, this is thanks to Tesla's decision to style the 3 like a mini Model S, the company's first long-range electric sedan, which is still available today. Shrunk down to the 3's compact footprint, the Model S's swoopy styling takes on a fishbowl Y appearance, with a bubble-like roof sprouting between a rounded nose and tail. The refreshed 3 successfully alleviates those proportional constraints. Thinner headlights help, as do more pronounced creases in the body sides and rear fender area, which help visually lengthen the car, which is basically the same size as before, and give it more elegance. Tesla designers have tightened up the taillights somewhat, and the units now flank Tesla lettering across the trunk lid. Along with new wheel designs, fresh aero hubcaps for lower spec versions, as well as new light-colored upgrade wheels for the up-level 3's, the overall look is sleeker and far fresher than we were expecting, more so in the 2 new paint colors, Ultra Red, pictured at top, and Stealth Gray. What's the new Tesla Model 3's range, power, and other specs? The short answer is this: we don't know yet. Because Tesla has not released that information for US market Model 3's, we can only speculate that range will improve, as will motor output in both the rear drive, standard range 3's and the dual motor, long-range variants, not to mention the sporty Model 3 performance. Again, assuming all 3 versions carry over to the new generation, look for updated and more comprehensive subframe castings, which simplify production and have already been adapted into the Model Y crossover, as well as Tesla's newest 4680 batteries that also appear in the Y. Today's Model 3 boasts a range of 272 miles with its standard range pack and rear drive, a figure that jumps to 358 miles with the dual-motor long-range example. The speedy performance model tops the long-range's power output but sacrifices some range, with a 315-mile estimate. We'll know more about the refreshed Model 3 when US market information becomes available, but figure on the new EV going on sale soon. Tesla's already marking down the current 3's it holds in inventory, in likely anticipation of clearing out room for the new model. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn turn on notifications and like videos.